Yeah. The point being made clearly is this. Minimum wage is an act of law. And that is the standard all over the world, you see, in terms of minimum wage. Because you set a minimum wage to regulate employers, which can be government or private employers. And minimum wage relates to the social realities you have in the country. You are saying the country has no money. The workers who want 18,000 naira. The price of foodstuff has gone up. So how do you relate to that in that instant? Secondly, the questions of division between the leaders of the unions and the workers is not an excuse why the issue of minimum wage must not be treated. Mark you, all those who are leaders in the unions are the same workers that emerge, because leaders of the unions are not from outside the unions. You see, they are product of the same union members.
The same way the same way leaders of Nigeria are not from outside Nigeria.
Yeah, so the point is this. Every space, every society, you get it, they serve whatever leadership that they have. So if there are problems about the unions, the members share equal responsibility, because the constitutions of all the unions are very democratic.
So what he said
if there
about
are no
the
meeting,
leaders, what he said about the leaders,
it's not an excuse.
The extent of democracy in the constitution of the union is only to the extent of election.
That's not correct.
The union leaders have become
that is not correct.
Aristocratic.
That is not correct.
More aristocratic.
If you want to critique the labor,
than democratic.
If you want to critique the
and
labor
even in the process
leadership,
of election, they are unable to hold their own.
That argument is untenable, because we are discussing the issues of the minimum wage. The leaders that you are talking, the NSC has about 43 industrial affiliates. TUC about 24 industrial affiliates. So if you take those leadership, you see, even at the national level, in terms of their National Administrative Council, maybe, let's say you have a maximum of 15, and there is none that has up to that. You multiply that by adding 24 and 40-something together.
How about the factors?
What I'm just telling you is that you get just a number a little over 1,000 naira, 1,000 persons. Does that now explain, you see, why the millions of workers in private employment, in public employment, must be denied minimum wage?
Okay, but let's answer this question while you're still talking. Please answer this question. He said the leadership of Labour is not together, because some are proposing 56,000 and the other group is proposing 90,000.
It's not an issue.
So which one will government...
No, wait. It's not an issue. When a proposal on minimum wage is being demanded, government constitutes a commission. You get it? Where you have representative of labor, representative of employers. You see, at that level.
So who is going to talk for labor now?
No, that's not the issue. No, wait. The unions, you are not the one to determine.
No, but
you never determine.
Nigerians.
No, wait. You see, you
the
never.
The minimum wage affects everybody. Any employer that has up to 50,
if there are divisions,
is bound to pay minimum wage. So
the
it affects the private and the public sector.
You see, the point you are putting up
is
the argument the government will put up.
I'm not,
you get in the classical time.
I'm not talking for government.
You guys see in the classical time.
It's
the argument of somebody who does not want to do anything. Forget about how labor. It has never been an issue about who represents labor. You get it at that. So if there are divisions
in labor,
that is
the ostrich, comrade.
No, it's not that.
That is
it has never.
One arm of labor is asking for 90,000.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
When in 2011, I'm asking you now. In 2011, in all the minimum wage negotiations, from the first minimum wage demand in the strike led by Pamaket Umodu, labor leader number 1, in 1952, because of living allowance, where have you ever, you get in a cite that instance, where there were divisions in the representations of labor that went on negotiation? Even when you have 4 labor centers in the 1964 general strike, they were united in picking their delegates. You get it now? Their representation to go and negotiate.
So you're telling
it's not an issue.
That you'll be united in picking delegates to negotiate.
The issue is the realistic. The issue is the realistic.
About the aristocratic nature of Nigerian current labor leaders.
Labor leaders are not the issues.
You have become more self-serving. You have become estranged.
Is this a platform to critique the labor leadership?
No, but I mean,
Let me tell you.
Okay, one second.
Let me even tell you that. Don't go far.
So if you want to tell Nigeria that you want to
Mr. Nzako,
when you talk of labor,
we will stand behind you.
When he talks about labor, it seems that you should.
Mr. Nzako, please. The divisions, he has said the divisions of labor are not the problem. The problem is that government has ceased to be a continuum, and that's causing a problem. One of the things he said, wages of the political class are usually tied to inflationary trends. So every time they come up, inflation goes up, they increase their salaries. That's what you're saying.
It's correct.
But that of the common workers are not so. What's your take on that?
I am at the vanguard of demand.
But do you agree with what he said?
No, wait. I'm at the vanguard of demand.
Mr. Nzako, did you agree with that?
Recurrent expenditure of government must come down. And when you say the current expenditure of government, it includes wages of labor. And it also includes remuneration for political office holders.
So what you're saying
is... And I'm at the vanguard also that the remuneration of political office holders must come down. I agree with him on that. Completely. I agree with him. The remuneration of political office holders must come in tandem with the realities of the day, because as we speak, they are outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. And if labor, he mentioned Payo Michael Imodu, many notable former labor leaders, Hassan Sumodu and the rest of them, even the latest comrade, we all queued behind them, those that are alive, and then you remember that those that are gone also receive the support of the people. But labor must not be aristocratic. Labor must not estrange itself from the people they seem to fight for.
No caste
and
system
once they begin to do that, that is when
no
we begin to picket them. Now the Nigerian people are picketing labor leaders. Labor leaders are trying to picket government.
Maybe we should try and understand what is labor. You see, because you just think the Nigerian Labour Congress and the affiliates, the TUCs are affiliates. Labor encompasses all categories of the working people, including the unemployed. And that is including the unemployed.
Including him if he's self-employed. Does that include him?
No, I'm not saying self-employed. Including the unemployed.
Okay.
And that is why there is always the demand of social security funds. You see, in most countries, because that is the context. So when you fix the minimum wage,
agitated for that in Nigeria.
When you just hold on. You are part of the larger labor. Because one way or the other, it's either you are self-employed or you also an employer. Just hold on.
By your definition, everybody is in labor.
No, wait,
everybody.
Wait, you see, let's just hold on.
The president.
No, please. By that, what I'm saying is that he may also employ one or two workers. If you ask him now, you see, what are the operating environment of labor relations in your two staff? You get it? Now you will discover that even from the profit that you are making in that your company of two staff, you are not fair to the workers in the place.
Okay.
Do you allow the workers a say in demanding for a pay rise, in review? Because when they see the companies are moving up. So when you talk of the minimum wage, yes, in formal sector's employment, it is used to regulate. But it also has its modifier effect in how it regulates all employment relationship, whether of two numbers of workers. You get it? It is only by law.
Hold on.
Only by law.
We'll have to take a moment. Hold on to the question. When we come back, you'd ask that question, and you'll respond and finish up your conversation. But we'll need to take a moment and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue. Just before we do that, let me just read out this tweet from Femi Too Sweet. Says, that is why it is called a proposal. It's negotiable, whether it's 50,000 or 40,000. Sadiq Zikber says, issues of minimum wage are selfish. Our country, Nigeria, is in dire need of self-sacrifice. Chika says, Mr. Abiodun, I guess Mr. Emu, says, has a point. Government should listen to labor. They are dying of hunger, low pay, low productivity. It says, Nzako, think. That's Chika. Oluwaseun says, yes to minimum wage for real productive workers, but no to political workers in government offices. hourly wages should be introduced. Well, we'll take a moment and come back to continue the conversation. Don't go away.